what was happening on my phone.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the day that Jugni came out. Putting up with mistreatment, putting up with abuse, putting up with injustice, and then being considered a good woman because you are taking all of that. I don't agree with that. I don't want to be a part of that narrative. Do you know what Angur Khatte Hain means? Coke
Yeah.
Studio especially has put Pakistani music on the global map. When I find myself in a situation where I see something wrong happening, I don't want to just sit and take it. Can you feel this force, this sweet design? How our minds are together, how we're so aligned. Felt the hush in the world, only sound I heard was the way you make my heart go boom, boom.
Sumisha, Boom Boom, Galsun, Natutyawe, one after another. Has the feeling of success sunk in?
um, it's sinking. It's sinking in. It's
Yeah.
sinking in. I have felt this feeling before, but this time, like, the scale. It was honestly the morning I woke up after Boom Boom released and Natutyawe. They both released on the same day.
Exactly.
That morning I woke up and I told my family this because they remember. Um, that morning, my phone, like what was happening on my phone,
Yeah.
it reminded me of the day that Jugni came out.
Of course, I remember.
Exactly 10 years ago. And it just gave me that, like, sort of a reminder, like a nostalgia, because I have experienced this kind of love and I guess success at the very beginning. At that time, that was like more or less my mainstream debut, and it started off like that, and it feels like these 10 years have kind of like this beautiful beginning and this beautiful end of a decade for me, sort of like punctuating my 10 years in music, and I am like really overwhelmed.
So, as you said, 10 years in music industry, a decade. What's changed?
I've changed. Music has changed. The listeners have changed. I have sort of like, as an artist, I've explored a lot of different things, stylistically, the way I sing, the way I use my voice, what genres I play with. Also, over the past 2 to 3 years, I have been um, making my a lot of my performances more multidisciplinary. So I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I am a visual artist, and I have a background in theater as well. So मुझे गाने गाते 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 एक पॉइंट पे मुझे लगा कि अच्छा, what, like, I'm writing these songs and I want to make them an audio visual experience. एक तो होता है ना, आपने माइक पे खड़े होके गाना गा दिया,
Exactly.
and then there is elements of performance art. um, and I am, like, I was really in the mood to experiment with that and push boundaries and see how I can take all the areas of my career and experience, the connection I have with fashion, the connection I have with theater, with art, with costumery, and like dance, wo sara kuch leke I wanted to basically incorporate all of that into what I was presenting on stage from then on, about like 2 3 years ago. And I started doing that, and yeah, it's been wonderful. It's like, I feel like it makes me feel like a child, it makes me feel like the possibilities are endless, and
Absolutely.
it's really exciting because basically then I can allow myself to dream big. I can do this, I can do that, and you have to think it for it to happen.
Sumisha, like you said, you love experimenting with different genres of musics, and you're one of those rare female artists in Pakistan who have done pop, rock, ghazal, like all of that. And you've been a judge in in Pepsi Battle of Bands as well. So, which is that one genre of music that resonates with Misha Shafi as a personality?
Ooh. Um, there is like, outright unapologetic, pure, up to date pop that I have done in a big way
Yes.
this year, as you can see. And that is, I have to say, very addictive. And we didn't just do, there's a lot of different ways to do pop, but in today's soundscape, pop is heavily dominated by EDM. And that's why we decided to turn Boom Boom into an EDM club
Because
EDM
banger.
has never been released like this in the mainstream music before in Pakistan. Correct me if I'm
In
wrong.
fact, I think commercially or in a mainstream big way, we don't have any EDM tracks coming out. I'm talking about mainstream.
Yes.
There are underground acts who do wonderful work in that medium, but mainstream, we haven't seen EDM from Pakistan
Releasing like
making
this.
this kind of making this kind of an impact in just, it's a party track.
It absolutely is. It's a party banger.
Yeah, so I'm really happy to see the response. I think people needed that. I think it was long overdue, and I'm so glad that I could kickstart this, because I myself am a real lover of dance, and these kinds of sounds, I'm also noticing, really appealing to children. There are so many videos and messages I'm getting of parents making videos of their children dancing to Boom Boom. I have two beautiful children, and it's hard for children, for parents to get their children to listen to Desi music.
So Misha, when you're remaking a track which has been huge during its own time, do you think there lies a certain responsibility on the musician who's remaking it to do justice to the singer who has originally sung it? Like you did Boom Boom, and it has been done by Nazia Hassan. So was there any nervousness when you were when you were getting into it? What was it like?
Yes, it is a huge responsibility, and that responsibility is felt. Of course, it's felt. I felt that responsibility once before, 8 years ago, when I decided to do Dashte Tanhai.
Of course.
Because it was, Faiz Ahmed Faiz Sahib, and then Iqbal Bano, the greatest ever. So tab bhi mujhe, and the ghazal itself and what it stands for, and when it was written, uski apni jo history hai sari. So I felt that, and I must say, there's a difference between what I felt then, doing an iconic song and doing a tribute, and what I felt now doing an iconic song and giving a tribute to an icon. And that difference is being more experienced, I think, as compared to the time when I did Dashte Tanhai 8 years ago. I think I have gained more confidence.
Yes.
So I was nervous last time, but this time I was excited. I was not nervous. This time I was excited. This time I was like, okay, let's do this. This is going to be awesome. Like, I was totally looking forward to it. And I think the audience and the listeners can see and feel that. They can feel the that excitement and that passion. Because if you're if you're nervous, it's going to show on stage. And as a performer, I do believe that if you're not enjoying yourself, if you're preoccupied with being worried, or you have concerns, that's not a very good energy.
True.
It's not a good energy to get on stage with. So agar bahut zyada nervousness ho while attempting something like this, then I would say, then you're not ready. फिर नहीं करना चाहिए.
So, Misha, was Zohaib involved in this process of remaking and redoing Boom Boom?
No, we had his blessings. But as far as producing it and redoing it, reworking it, re-recording it, recreating it, no. The cover itself was done independently from him. Uh, but we did get praise and appreciation, and it just like totally, oh my God, it was very emotional to get that message. It was very emotional because I'm getting a lot of love for it. I'm getting a lot of appreciation from everywhere. But it's a completely different thing to
Coming
hear
in
it
from
from
the
him.
person, who was involved.
Completely
Yeah, I can
different.
imagine.
Completely different. Just on an emotional level, it has so much emotional value.
So, Misha, let's talk about your childhood. So, what was it like growing up, as a kid of an actor who is now considered a legend, a veteran actor as well? So, was there any pressure on you to join the entertainment industry as well?
Not at all. No pressure at all. In fact, I think child psychology agar samjhi jaye to whatever you pressurize your kid to do, they will not want to do.
Yeah, they don't. I don't. I think they don't even then succeed in it if they end up doing it if they're pressurized. Yeah.
Because then they feel like, oh, this choice is being made for us.
Yes.
Even if they want to do it, they become kind of like annoyed by it or averse to it. So no, not at all. I was never pressurized. I was never. I was actually, I was performing since I can remember. वो
Okay.
अलग बात है, there was hardly anybody watching. Like I was doing it in front of the mirror in an empty room. But sometimes I think about it like, when did you decide to start acting? When people ask me, when did you decide to become a singer? When did you? And honestly, the answer is I didn't. I didn't decide. I always was. I always was. I was always singing. I was always acting. I was always dancing. I was always playing dress up. When I was very little, tab se, it's just who I am. And other than, like I said, nobody ever pressurized me. My mother being such a well-known, well-respected actor, and she has been at the top of her game since then, since
Yeah,
I was a kid.
absolutely.
So tab se, like she could see that she's given birth to like two performers because we'd always be like singing and dancing and doing all this at home. Or koi bhi aa jaye, koi bhi, like anybody who would come would get to see us performing, like just always ready to put up a show. My brother and I both. um, I think the greatest thing she did as a parent was to appreciate it but not interfere.
Good.
She never interfered. रोक टोक तो बिल्कुल ही मतलब out of the question. We are very privileged. We come from a home where we've had a lot of freedom to pursue, our own direction, make our own choices. रोक टोक तो बहुत out of the question, but ज़्यादा push भी नहीं करना चाहिए.
Parents should watch this interview and they should get some tips because many parents do sort of push their children into something. Yeah, they should watch this.
Yeah, कि ताकि इंसान को, बच्चे को लगे कि भाई मेरा, I have my own path and I'm going down this road because I am listening to my heart. So that's the greatest thing she's done for me.
Talking about your acting career, you did a Pakistani drama, then you did a couple of Pakistani films, then you went into Bollywood, you went into Hollywood. You come from a theater background. You're a daughter of a veteran actor, but you didn't really pursue acting full time. Why? Why is that?
Um, because sitting in Pakistan, the kind of scripts, like 95% of the time, the kind of scripts that are being written are, they don't resonate with me. I am selective. I only commit to things where I feel like, okay, there is some substance. तो मुझे लगता है कि ज्यादातर the script writing over there has kind of gone down, unfortunately.
Yes.
And so I'm like mera phir dil nahi manta. You know what I mean? And I also don't want to be a part of the narrative that we see being pushed a lot more than before, actually, which is disturbing. I don't want to be a part of that narrative of like, uh, a good woman is a woman who, puts up with a lot of
Yes, absolutely.
BS. I feel like in our dramas, they are romanticizing that. They are turning that into a badge of honor.
Yes.
Uh, putting up with mistreatment, putting up with abuse, putting up with injustice, and then being considered a good woman because you are taking all of that. I don't agree with that. I don't want to be a part of that narrative. I think it's an unhealthy direction for our nation to be following. And a lot of young people look up to me. I wouldn't want to be part of setting. I would not set that example. That is not okay. So yeah, I guess that's the answer as far as sitting in Pakistan and working in the drama industry is
Yes.
concerned. And as far as film goes, I mean, it was crazy. All the films that you're mentioning, Bollywood, Lollywood, and Hollywood,
Yeah.
all kind of happened at the same time, parallel to each other. And it was really fascinating. I was like, wow. So I'm happy with that. And I was so blessed to start my cinematic portfolio
Yes.
at that caliber, that I have to honor that and I have to claim that space. And I don't want to suddenly after that start doing a Saas Bahu gig. Yeah. And I've got, mashallah, I'm very grateful, and I must say that I have had so much like work on the music side also, that it takes up a lot of my like
Creative energy.
excitement and energy.
How did your life change post motherhood? How are you as a mother? Are you strict? Are you encouraging? How are you as a mother?
Ooh, in a big way, in a big way. It completely, like I would say, total transformation. Motherhood has completely, like, it made me look at everything differently. It made me look at myself differently. It made me look at my own uh, behavior patterns and personality and reactions, way of speaking, way of feeling. What being a mother brings out in me, it really takes you back to your childhood. I can tell you that, because when a time comes when your own child is standing in front of you and they are a reflection of you,
Yeah.
it kind of starts like, it hits you differently. It takes you back to your childhood, and a lot of unhealed, unresolved memories start coming up. So I would say after I became a mother, I started feeling all of that, and of course the big responsibility. Oh my God, like, I brought two little tiny humans into this world,
Yeah.
and and what do I want to teach them? What do I want them to stand for? What values do I want to teach them? What examples do I want to set for them? And how can I leave the world a better place for them? Like अभी हम गाने cover करने की responsibility की बात कर रहे थे, लेकिन बच्चों की तरबियत से बड़ी कोई responsibility नहीं है. There is like no bigger responsibility than that, because आगे को जाके they are going to impact the world. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it has definitely changed me completely.
So do they listen to your tracks? Do they dance? Do they sing? Do they have the creative band? Or yeah, what are they like?
They are extremely creative. They already see they are multidisciplinary. They both draw and paint really well. They have the most beautiful singing voices, both of them.
Oh wow!
I have a girl and a boy. My daughter has started writing her own songs. she was just telling us, yeah, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Yeah, she's 9. Mashallah, she's been writing her own songs. She has been playing the keyboard. She plays the drums. Well, she plays them on tables with pencils and things. But she's really, really good. So she doesn't know this, but her birthday is coming up, and we're gonna give her a drum kit. So yeah, and yeah, like both of them are very artistic. They're very musically inclined. ये इसी तरह की चीजें करते रहते हैं सारा दिन. And I would love to see my daughter. She's a real techie. She's like a total tech geek. Which I think is very cool. I would really, really love to see her not just doing music in the capacity that we see people doing music, but also I feel like on the production side,
Yes.
on the technical side, I feel like she is going to be, because of the generation that she's from, I think she's going to be one of the few Pakistani music producers of
Inshallah.
Pakistani origin. Yeah, inshallah. I really have a very strong feeling, because like the creativity and the tech kind of, I see that kind of, like coming together and
Coming together,
overlapping in
right.
my children.
Wow.
Mashallah, proud mother.
Very proud, very proud.
So Misha, you've performed in Coke Studio, you've performed in Velo Sound Station, you've been a part of Pepsi Battle of the Bands. Many people within industry have this opinion, that a very strong opinion, if I must, that Coke Studio is and all these platforms are doing no good for the music industry at large. They've made the music industry very stagnant, and since they're not investing in the artists and the music albums. So what's your take on it?
I get this question so often, and it really amazes me. Thoda sa, I think, I don't know, do you know what angur khatte hain means?
Yes.
Yeah. Thoda sa mujhe lagta hai ki, it's a case of that, and I'm not saying it in any kind of like judgmental way. I'm just like very matter of factly saying that I think it's human nature to resent things which you are not feeling like you're included in.
Yes.
And honestly, if your energy is resentful like that, then it kind of repels. It becomes like a repellent, and
Yes.
it kind of repels opportunities from you. And I always try to explain this to people: कि don't view things from a bitter perspective. If you want them and you don't have them yet, instead of being bitter about it, appreciate it when you see it happening, so that you may also attract it.
Yes, and work towards it.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I do want to say on that subject. The other thing I want to say, which is a lot more practical, is that myself included, there are lists of names of artists who these very platforms have been like, they've been responsible for transforming lives.
True.
Myself included. I'm a walking, talking, singing, dancing example of that.
Yes.
So when this criticism of it doesn't do anything for the artist, I don't understand where this is coming from. वही वाली बात के मतलब, if it's coming from a bitter place and if it's coming from artists who have not yet had this door open for them, I can understand that. That's an emotion and it's valid, and they feel that way, and that's fine. But it's undeniable that what these platforms have done for artists. For Coke Studio, what Coke Studio has done for folk and regional artists, are you kidding me?
Very
true.
For Sain Zahoor Saab,
yes.
for Arif Lohar Lala,
Yes.
For the Chakwal group, for all these folk instruments are that we have in our like South Asian heritage, जो कि mainstream में use ही नहीं होते थे, mainstream में नहीं use होते थे. So it's been completely life changing for projecting all of these regional folk artists. And then when you come to the urban artists like myself, I'm not the only example. I was in an underground indie band when I got discovered by Coke Studio. So then I don't think it's fair to say that it's not doing anything for the artists. जो artists लगे हुए हैं, काम कर रहे हैं, अपना मतलब बना रहे हैं, जिस तरह भी independently, without sponsorship, without any payback, without any income, उनको ये सारे platforms discover करते हैं. And that is a fact. It's a fact. And there's a whole list of names that come to mind. So I wouldn't criticize. And lastly, जहाँ पे जगह होती है ना, खाली जगह, like vacuum.
Yes.
वहाँ पे ये कुदरत का निजाम है कि something is going to come and fill up that space.
Of course.
So बजाय इसके कि complain करें और criticize करें, अगर नहीं कोई डेवलप कर रहा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कि जी रिकॉर्ड लेबल्स हों और प्रॉपर एक इंडस्ट्री फंक्शन करे और इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक चैनल्स हों, अगर इन चीज़ों पे काम नहीं हो रहा और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं डेवलप हो रहा, तो अपॉर्चुनिटी देखने वाले तो अपॉर्चुनिटी देखेंगे.
Obviously.
And that's what they did, and it has created a whole ecosystem where every season you see new artists being introduced. Every single season you see new artists being introduced, from absolutely unknown to indie to all kinds and mainstream, and it just comes and brings and mixes them all up. You also see covers, you also see originals. I think that we should be more grateful because there was nothing else happening. Coke Studio especially has put Pakistani music on the global map.
So so Misha, what do you like doing more, covers or originals? Because you've done both.
I enjoy both. Bilkul. I enjoy both. Covers are fun and exciting, and it's like, there's always this thing of, because you're not making something from scratch, and it's also a great way of introducing forgotten classics to the new generation. Jis tarah hum abhi baat kar rahe the, what's happened with Boom Boom. The younger generation was not that familiar with that era, with Nazia Hassan's amazing contribution and portfolio. बच्चों को नहीं पता था. So अब सब सुन रहे हैं, सब बात कर रहे हैं. I noticed on YouTube that her biography, her life story, her interviews, उनके सबके views पिछले एक हफ्ते में बढ़ गए हैं.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a way of celebrating our icons. So covers का ये है, और originals जो हैं वो तो मतलब they are a labor of love. अब आज हम ओरिजिनल्स करेंगे जो फिर उसके बाद 30-40 साल बाद कोई और कवर कर रहा होगा, and so on and so forth. The cycle continues, I guess.
Absolutely.
So Misha, Pakistan music industry was once famous for its rock music and underground bands, but now we don't see so many bands coming up. So is that sort of genre dead now? How do you look at it?
No, there are many bands coming out. I myself have seen so many bands. Not all of them are good, of course, but some of them are very, very good. I think पिछले कुछ सालों में काफी promising new bands आए हैं. I really like Odge. You should check them out. Their songs are amazing. They really impressed me. And then there's Bayan. They are doing very, very well. Then there's Kashmir. Karakoram. Matlab, there are a lot of really good bands out there. Or I think bands have a harder time on these platforms, however. Coke Studio, Velo, like these are more helpful for solo artists. Because of their formats. When you say कि bands नहीं आ रहे, तो मैंने तो इतने bands देखे हैं पिछले 3 साल में. I sat and पूरा दिन bands audition किए हैं मैंने. Like day after day after day after day after day. And again, not all of them are anything to remember, but we have seen, like a lot of talent and a lot of super bands also in that time. काफी ये बयान, काराकोरम, ये सारे जो हैं, they have been discovered recently. and they're good and they're doing very well for themselves, no doubt.
So what's next for Misha Shafi?
This month has been crazy. It's been crazy for me in the best possible way. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't have planned this better. This is like really just blessings pouring down on me. Na Tutyave, an amazing, 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 like seriously gift. It's a gift because it's a very like very special song. It's an anthem of equal rights and female empowerment, and saluting the resilience of women. I'm very close to all of that. I feel very passionately about um, right and wrong and moral values and how we react and what our responsibilities are as a society and as artists. So I am very proud that the season opened with a
The
female
female.
anthem where all the women were singing together, and that song is a work of like radical feminist poetry. And then I'm rapping in it.
ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਹਾੜ ਟੁੱਟ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਅਸਮਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਦਿਲ ਟੁੱਟਦਾ ਫਟ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਏ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਛੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਏ ਜਹਾਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਦਿਲ ਟੁੱਟਦਾ
And just like it's amazing, it's phenomenal. And because of COVID, we had to record separately
Separately,
all
yeah.
of our parts.
But then it
Yeah,
looks good.
but I really look forward to the day when we can all be up on stage and perform this together. That would be amazing. That would be such a sight to see.
We would love you to perform here in Doha.
I would love that. I've been to Doha. I've performed in Doha, by the way, in I think it was 2012.
Wow, I didn't know about it. So, did you like Doha?
I did. I really loved it. I would love to come back. I've been there before also when I used to be a fashion model. So I have like amazing memories,
Memories, yeah.
from my time in Doha. Yeah, and I would love to come back anytime. It would be amazing.
Looking forward.
So yeah, Na Tutyave and then Boom Boom we've talked about, and then there's Galsun जिसपे एक और ही किस्म की इस वक्त like enjoyment चल रही है. So like there's been so many flavors.
So you spoke about so coming back to the female anthem and female empowerment. Where do you think Nisha it's heading to?
I think it's heading where it needs to be heading. It's not, it's gaining momentum. I think women, especially younger women, the younger generation, are becoming more and more aware of, they're becoming more and more aware about what their rights are
Absolutely.
and what is not okay, no matter what. So that is very important. And I think that kind of mindset, jab ek awareness mein, like once your mind kind of opens to that, it's irreversible.
True.
And it doesn't shut back down. So, so that, and even I'm noticing even it's not just women, even the men, even their awareness is expanding.
Yes.
Even they are becoming way more conscious about what's right and what's wrong, what the problems are and what needs to be corrected. I feel like very soon it's going to be out with the old, in with the new, because this generation is not in the mood for nonsense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, men and women, boys
Both
and
of them.
girls.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not
absolutely.
even gender specific. Yeah, they're like, okay, this is not cool. We are not okay with this. And they are now, right now, we are at the edge of the turnover from in like institutions where your policy makers and your change makers and your people who actually impact official realities, let's just say, are largely not being represented by the new generation.
True.
It's the old guard. And that turnover with time is going to inevitably happen.
Yes.
These the new generation, the more aware, the more woke people are going to take up those spaces. It's the natural flow
Of the universe.
so I think I'm proud that everybody is doing the hard work that is going to bring about change. Like I was saying, I'm a parent now, and when I find myself in a situation where I see something wrong happening, I don't want to just sit and take it.
Of course.
Because because then 20 years later, my daughter is going to have to deal with the same nonsense.
True.
So, or my son, you know. So जब आपको मतलब मौका दिया जाता है कुछ किसी तरह का positive change लाने का, तो you know we must, and especially when we have people's attention, when we have influence, it's a privilege and a responsibility if you are, especially that celebrities have, that artists have, to use their art and use their voice to highlight what's good and what's not so great at all. So yeah, ना टूटिया वे इसलिए मुझे तो बहुत I think it was a sign that what you were saying about women's empowerment, I think this was a big, very strong statement, which showed us that even such a big show, such a mainstream show, is bringing this conversation into the forefront.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was amazing.
Okay.
It felt amazing. Yeah.
So any message for your fans, not just in Doha, but worldwide, who are listening to your every song right now?
I absolutely love you all. I can, this is going to sound cheesy or cliched, but I can feel the love that is, I can feel the love that is coming towards me. I can literally feel it. Matlab, mujhe, like, it's been overwhelming, and I just want to tell everyone that it means the world to me. No celebrity or artist is anything without their fans and their listeners. And you are all so very, very amazing. I'm the luckiest. I'm really the luckiest. I have the best fans. And I'm very grateful for them. Yeah. Can you feel this force, this sweet design? How our minds are together, how we're so aligned. Felt the hush in the world, only sound I heard was the way you make my heart go boom, boom.